Okay,
Yeah.
Lee Jones here from esports.net. I'm speaking to Yike after a loss against Team BDS, and that concludes a 1-2 opening week to the summer split. Just what are your thoughts on the start so far? Do you think there's been maybe like a bit of fatigue coming off of MSI to make it start a little bit slowly?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make excuses because I think we also just are not playing as good as we used to. But yeah, I mean, we came back from MSI. We probably had the least practice out of all the teams, and I mean, it kind of shows with our performance. I think we look a bit disconnected, and we're not really on the same page a lot of times. And yeah, we're not really like playing as good as we did in MSI or the other splits. So we just have to keep playing the game and improving.
Hmm. Just speaking of MSI, what are your thoughts on kind of how it went for G2 now? Now that it's the dust is settled and there's been a bit of time to kind of think back on it. Obviously, you guys performance-wise kind of gave hope to Europe again that we could have an international champion sometime soon. Yeah, what were your thoughts on how it went?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I was, I guess, slightly happy with the performance. At least we did versus T1 the first time we played them, and versus Top Esports. I was very happy with how we played against them, but it was a very sad way to end it because I think we could have done much more. I think we were performing very well, like in scrims and everything. And I really thought we had like a shot to win the whole tournament because I think we really played well that tournament. So it was very sad that we lost to T1 that second time, and for sure they played much better, and we also played worse. So that's sad. But overall, I'm proud with how we improved and that we finally beat an Asian team.
Hmm. How do you think you guys take it that step further then, and yeah, and do it again, I guess, against the Asian teams and make a deeper run?
Yeah, I mean for Worlds, if we qualify, I guess we're not qualified yet, but yeah, for Worlds, I think we have a lot of more hope now. I guess since last year we were not doing good, so we for sure want to do much better than that. And I think the MSI was a good start for it for our international performance.
Cool. Where do you think you rank up then, kind of internationally with other junglers now then? Because I know at MSI last year, which was obviously your first tournament that size, you said that you kind of thought you would get into that level that you could match up internationally. Yeah, where do you think you are at the moment?
I think during the MSI tournament, I thought I was playing very good, at least on the champs. Like on the champs that I really practice on, like the Rexy, for example, I thought like I was probably like the best. And on other champs like Ivan too, I guess then people will play different stuff. I think me and Owner were kind of going even, like in both times we played against each other. So it was always nice playing against him. And I think Canyon is probably the best, I would say. I think Canyon Xun, I don't know how good Xun is because I didn't really play him this year, but I think he's probably up there too. So I would still say it's like Canyon, Owner, Xun, and me. So yeah, like I would still rank myself high, maybe top four.
Nice. Um, Looking ahead to the rest of the season then, and obviously you've only been in the LEC a couple of years now, but with so many titles already, it's almost and on the G2 roster you're on right now, it's almost basically expected that G2 wins pretty much every split. Um, you're well on course to probably win all three plus the season finals this year. Obviously, there's still a way to go, but I just wondered how you kind of evaluate what would be a successful season now. Obviously, winning if you won the LEC 4 times, that seems great. But I'm sure the goal for G2 would be international stuff and making deeper runs. So yeah, how do you kind of validate what's been a good season or not, or what would you think for the rest of the season would you be happy with?
Yeah, yeah, I would say I think we always have the pressure on us because yeah, people expect us to win every split, and that's our goal too. We want to win every split, and we kind of did it last year. We just lost one of them, the spring split, but this year we want to do all of them, and that is the goal. So that's like the other motivation, I guess, and also to make sure that we look very, very dominant. I think that's the most important thing right now. That's like a goal for us because if we win by like winning shaky games, like we go late game, we win like 3-2, these kind of games, then it's not like we're like by far the best team. I want to show that we are by far the best team in Europe, and that's also giving us more hope for the international games.
Nice. Just on the LEC standings then. So assuming I know you guys obviously had a bit of a rough week, but putting you guys still at the top, kind of looking down at the rest of them. Do you see any teams that have kind of majorly changed for summer? Obviously, we saw a fair few roster swaps, but do you see any of the previous teams kind of dropping off a bit? Is there any teams that you think are going to rise up the table quite a bit now this split?
I mean, I think all the teams that made changes look pretty good so far. Like, I'm trying to think of the teams. I mean, Fnatic and BDS, they didn't do much, but they're playing good. I think SK was looking pretty good right now. I think K-Corp is also looking pretty good. I think even though they lost one of the games, I guess the other game they won was like very crazy. But yeah, I think the competition is probably like higher now. So I think it's good for Europe, good for like us for the practice and all of that. So I'm excited to see how it goes. It's only been 1 week, so it's hard to say.
Sure. Maybe just one final question to wrap up on then. You did an interview with one of my colleagues at esports.net recently. He asked you about your favourite Swedish dish. You said Korv Stroganoff. I'm sorry, I've probably butchered the
Yeah,
pronunciation.
no, that's fine.
But as someone that's half Peruvian, what do you prefer? Ranking that against Lomo Soltado?
Korv Stroganoff or Lomo Soltado?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very hard question actually. I like them both a lot. You know, usually it's my dad doing Korv Stroganoff and my mom doing the Lomo Soltado. So like I can have to choose one side. I don't know if I can choose that, but yeah, I like both of them a lot. Like if yeah, I mean it's hard to say, you know.
Diplomatic.
I don't want to choose it.
Yeah.
Then I have to choose between my mom and dad, and I can't do that.
No worries. Okay, thanks for your time then, Yike, and yeah, enjoy
Yeah.
the rest of the split and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Bye
see
bye.
ya. Bye.